Good afternoon. This is Randy with the Group of Success for our Principles of Management class. Our general concept and idea this year for the Managers of Success group will be revolving around the football spirit organization. It promotes entertainment for the fans to increase their enthusiasm for the games. The fans experience fun at the USF football games, and as a result of the organization's efforts, and therefore they impact overall ticket sales. The group of Managers of Success is comprised of 6 characters. We will get to those characters towards the end and describe them in more detail. As for our general concept, we are going off of the theme of last year, 4 of our cheerleaders getting into trouble throughout mid-season. Our main mascot, Randy, the leader of the group, passes out during the halftime show at our homecoming game due to dehydration from a late night that he had the previous evening. And if that wasn't enough, one of the other issues that came up last season was one of our beef studs was arrested for wearing nothing but paint. That is what we're trying to correct for this season. This year, the organization would like to have incentives for those who maintain their position in good standing for the entire season. They are approaching the Board of Regents to ask for a reward of $1,000 for each performer who has perfect attendance this season, with no negative publicity along the way, and also a letter of appreciation signed by the university's president. The Managers of Success must convince the board that throughout this incentives, it will change the outlook and the attitudes of our team and involve a more positive outlook for our fans. They will also come prepared with documents of the organization's past and future business plans to provide that this is a worthy investment. The Managers of Success have trouble working together to achieve these goals due to their conflicts in personality and some of the characters' egos. They have a lot of work to do before going in front of the board. Throughout this semester, we will be showing you the different stages that these characters go through to achieve and come to one overall goal. They have pulled together as a team and have discussed strategical plans and management interpersonal skills that will help them achieve their overall target goal. The overall target to help will be the actual audience of the USF students and staff. To further explain in more detail our personalities of these characters, I'm going to pass it over to our head cheerleader to talk a little bit more about the rest of our personalities.
Hello, Chara here to tell you more about our characters' personalities. To start off, I'd like to go over our mascot, Randy. He is as stubborn as a bull, quite literally in fact. He does not want to change his lifestyle outside of mascot duties just to seem presentable. He has the attitude of, so what if I pass out? It's good entertainment. He thinks any publicity can only be good publicity. His stubbornness will be hard to overcome. And for myself, a cheerleader, we are the followers. We admire the Sundolls and are actually quite good friends with them. While they are not quiet, we do not protest much but go with the flow. And for Miss Sundoll and the Sundolls, they are the only group that has not misrepresented USF. Miss Sundoll has all the traits of becoming a great leader. As outlined on page 217 of our books, she has drive, honesty, and integrity, self-confidence, and charisma. She is glue trying to hold the rest of the team together. And our beef stud, Brian, is the main problem, or have the most problems to deal with. While Mascot's dehydration incident can be twisted to not drinking enough water that day, Beef Stud's public nudity cost USF money and reputation. While the incident was thankfully blurred on TV, the government still fined USF. The Beef Studs really do not care about the letter of appreciation or even the money, really. They just want to have a grand time. Only in the group because USF will not make deal unless they agree to terms. Now, Freddie, the football player, is part of the football team. He doesn't understand why the group has such a hard time behaving during the football games. He is a straight-edge character who believes that the group should feel it is an honor to be part of the game and should always represent themselves and the school in a well-mannered way. Freddie has different views than the rest of the group on how to handle the issues. He is direct and vocal about his views. And last but not least, Fanny, our flag girl, has a reserved, quiet type of personality. She keeps to herself and does not like any type of confrontation. She has great ideas, however, is too shy to speak up. She goes along with the crowd. On a side note, in our milestone outline, it says $1,000 each for perfect attendance. Each, as in for every single person on each of these squads. For the 20 cheerleaders and 20 sundolls, and I don't even know how many Beef Studs there are. There's a lot of money. Now to pass it on to Miss Sundoll.
Hi everybody. I'm here to talk about Milestone 2, which we have already achieved. This was based on the theme of group decision making. Randy, our mascot, leads our team, and he presented all of the problems from last year and got us thinking and brainstorming. We presented different ideas. I presented the idea that everyone should be given $1,000 if they finish the season in good form. Then our cheerleader Chara came up with another brilliant idea of going on a trip together. Then Freddie chimed in and said that we shouldn't be rewarding people for bad behavior. We should be punishing them. Randy pulled it all back together and asked us what our decision should be. And as a group, we unanimously decided on $1,000 per person, per performer, which was my original idea. Now we're going into Milestone 3. In Milestone 3, we're planning on talking about organizational structure and design. In Milestone 3, in order to achieve one overall goal, we have decided to break ourselves into two subgroups. The first group will be working on presenting, and that will be the cheerleaders, the sundolls, and the flag corps. They will be presenting everything to the board. As far as the document, the football player, Randy, and the Beef Stud will be working together. And now I'd like to pass it back to our original host.
So let us introduce our characters that you will be seeing for the rest of the year and season, and see how these characters will actually act together. We have myself, Randy, mascot, the man, the overall head of this committee.
Woo woo!
Whoop whoop, Randy! Yeah, Randy! Then we have our head cheerleader, Chara. She is very excited to be doing this. Let's go team! Woohoo! Go Bows! And all of her committee. Then we have Miss Sundoll, who we just saw. Miss Sundoll is looking forward to getting everybody straightened out and having a fantastic season. Team, we can do this. Let's support our team and show our colors and pride. Holla! Yay!
That's right.
Then we have Freddie. Freddie's the guy out on the football field that we're all cheering on. Freddie, let's do this. Yeah, man, let's score a touchdown and get this going the right way. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Holla. And then we have Brian. Good old Brian, one of our Beef Studs. Brian's going to be the most difficult character to deal with. He's always against everybody and wants to do things his way.
Brian, what are you wearing underneath that skirt?
Yo, just paint. You know it, girl. But Brian, we need to try to keep that skirt on this year. Let's just have some fun. With that, we look forward to the rest of the season and finding how this all ends up.